So, who qualifies for a paid family caregiver under Medicaid? Look, if that's your only question, stick around to the end. I'm gonna drop this brief intermission on you, and then we're gonna come right back and get to it. All right. What's up, y'all? How you doing? Okay. So, good question. You know what I'm saying? Who qualifies for a paid family caregiver under Medicaid? So, look, that's an easy question. But first, let me let everybody know who I am. My name is Kion Church. A lot of people like to call me Mr. KC. They say it sounds a lot easier. You know, what do? I help financially challenged family members to become paid caregivers through the Medicaid long-term health care program, or what's more commonly known as the LTSS program. And guess what? I do that so everybody can get a paycheck. Ain't no fun if my friends can't get none. And if you taking care of a loved one, you need to get paid straight up, man. You know, so that's all it is. But we gonna jump right into it. You know what I mean? So look, took some notes down. You know, just based off of what everybody's asking me on the internet. You know, seems like most families don't know how to even begin getting paid as a caregiver. So what I want to do is show you exactly how people like us, me and you, especially people in the state of Delaware. I'm in Delaware. Medicaid is in all 50 states. I got a lot of good general information for everybody in the whole United States. But if you in Delaware, I'm gonna walk you through from the parking lot to the VIP room, because that's how we do it. You know what I mean? Also, in the meantime, I'll tell you what are the best steps, step by step, to get accepted. Also, how to avoid stress and other confusion, you know, that most people have when dealing with Medicaid. And you know, this is a sticky, tricky situation, man. Like you know, a lot of people just get discouraged. A lot of people don't understand what's going on. But I'm gonna tell you everything, and I'm gonna make it easy, and I'm gonna try to avoid some things for you, so you know you could. I'm gonna identify. I'm not gonna avoid. I'm going to identify the pitfalls for you, so you don't have to, you know, necessarily go the wrong way, and you can stay on the right path from the beginning to the end. All right. So look, if you're here with me right now, hashtag live. Um, you know, hit me with your city, your state, you know what I mean? Hashtag rebroadcast. If you watching this in the rebroadcast, let me know what's going on, what you got going on, and you know, how we can help you out. All right. So look, that's cool. In the meanwhile, we're gonna get straight to it. You know what I mean? So you want to know, does your family or do you qualify for a paid caregiver? I'm gonna tell you like this: it's really easy to understand once you know everything. Um, if you're in Medicaid, you must be in the LTSS program, which is long-term support systems program, and that way you can have a paid caregiver. Now, I told you the question was very easy. If you got Medicaid, then you got to get into the program. If you're in the program, then you're eligible for a paid caregiver. Now, the sticky, tricky part comes in if you're in Medicaid and you're not in the program, or if you're not even into Medicaid. All right. So I'm gonna bust it down for you. I'm gonna tell you the three things that you gotta do to get in, you know what I mean, into the program, to get you a paid caregiver, to basically get the person who's taking care of you a paycheck. And you want to do that so you can have some reliable help. Ain't nobody showing up to your door every day if they're not getting paid, man. I mean, it's just the situation in the way of the world. You know what I mean? Uh, it is what it is, man. So what we need to do is we need to get all of your people, or whoever is taking care of you, because it can be multiple people. You know what I mean? Some people be thinking like, you know, caregiver is just one person. Caregiver is whoever it is that comes to your house the most and takes care of you. If you got 5 kids and they love you, you know, let's rotate them in and out. Let's give everybody a break. You know, tell my buddy we on live so he can get on with me. I mean, so get all your family members on, get on, do whatever you got to do. Stack the deck up for the caregivers. You know what I mean? Let's go. Now, first thing you got to do, you got to turn in an application to the LTSS process. All right. So what's that all about? You might say, KC. I'm going to tell you like this. even though you're in Medicaid, or if you're not in Medicaid, if you qualify for Medicaid, we're going to get you into the program. All right. So what you got to do is, look like we got some comments on there. I can't really read them, but we're going to get back to them. So what you got to do is, you got to, first thing, you got to submit this application. Now, a lot of people get super scared because I don't know if you know, but Medicaid application, they want to know everything, man. Like, they is super nosy. They want it all, man, you know? So we got to fill out this thing, man. It looks like a phone book, because sometimes it be like that thick. And what I do is I tell people, yo, print this off, and I give them the whole application. I got a couple pages that I already got printed off that they're gonna need, that sometimes people overlook, because Medicaid doesn't make things easy. They kind of like to scatter things around. They make you work for it. You know what I'm saying? It's free money, but guess what? It ain't easy. It ain't easy. And if you want it, you're gonna have to go hard for it. And if you don't know how to go hard for it, you're gonna need to tune in to somebody like me, man. I'm your good old Medicaid advisor. You know, I'm the person to help the people get into the program. You know what I mean? So look, if you're here with me now, hashtag live. If you're not here with me in the live, hashtag broadcast, and let everybody know where you're watching this thing from. You know what I mean? So, like I said, first thing is the application, right? You contact me, do everything through me. You do it through them, it's gonna take you 90 days. 90 days. Now listen to this. You do it through me, I have you in 30 days. You know what I mean? Now, how can I make such a big claim? Because all you got to do is check my Google reviews, man. Like, I done put a couple hundred people through the program so far. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I do, man. I got connections all the way in the back. I got a cousin that work in the back. I call him up like, yo, cuz, you get church application? Yeah, all right. Well, this is what I need you to do with it, man. Listen, I'm very well connected over here. You feel me? So, email me. You gonna call me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get your email address. I'm gonna send you out the application. Like I said, you're gonna have to print it out. It's gonna be like 2-3 sections. You're gonna print it out. It's gonna look like a phone book by the time you get done. Now, all you're gonna have to do is take some due diligence and fill it out. Can't get nothing done until you fill the application out. You know what I mean? So what you want to do is, you want to, take some time, fill it out, go over it twice. You know what I mean? Like that Santa Claus list, man. Go over that thing twice. So it's super nice. You understand what I'm saying? Because this is what we don't want to do. We don't want to miss anything, and we definitely want to get on. All right. So fill the application out. And then what I need you to do is scan it back in. Now, when I say scan it in, you're going to need a printer, scanner, you're going to need a good telephone to take them. Some of them phones got the apps where you can just take a picture and it automatically upload it as a PDF, whatever you're going to do. I ain't really that strong with technology, so I can only tell you this part. The rest you're going to have to figure out. All right. So you want to get it all uploaded back to the system. And then what you want to do is you want to email it out, and you want to do this from your personal email. But what I would tell you is, do it from your personal email, and also CC me in on it. ReliableAidInc@gmail.com. Now, why do I tell you to CC me in on it and it's your business? Well, I'm going to be the one to help you. You know what I mean? I'm going to be the one to walk you from the front line, to the backstage pass. All right. So I'm going to need to know what you know in real time so I can help you out. See, and most people fail at this application thing because they put it in and they don't got no follow-up. 30 days may go by. 60 days go by. 90 days go by. 6 months later, they call me up and they say, yo, Casey, I put an application in 6 months ago. I ain't heard nothing. Hey, well, look, you did it on your own and I don't know what to tell you. Best thing we can do now is turn it back in, because you only got like 90 days to get it approved. And then, you back on to what you on to. All right. So what we got to do, we got to put it in. Okay, they text me. Look, if you on here and you text me and you see me live, man, join me on the live. You ain't got to text me. Look, I'm right here. Ask me any question you want. All the people from Florida keep hitting me. You know what I mean? I think they know I'll be down there a lot. All the people from all these surrounding states that always connect with me. Listen, put it in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Put whatever you need in the comments. Like my boy 050 say, put it in the comments. You know what I mean? Let's get it going. So like I said, we're going to fill the application out. We're going to send it back to the people. You're going to CC me on it. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make one more important phone call. And that phone call you're going to make is the phone call to me. And what I need you to say is, KC, I got my application in. And what I need you to do is check on it for me. All right. Now that's easy for me. What I do is I follow the application from step to step. You know what I'm saying? Now that it's in there and they got it, I can call up and I can harass people. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I do. I call them up. I harass them. I say, yo, man, is church application in yet or what, man? Because like he really need this. And they say, yeah. It's all good, man. It's all good. Be cool. I say, all right. Since it's in, I'm gonna need a commitment check from y'all. You know what I mean? And I'm talking strictly to Medicaid because you, the person who's trying to get into the program, I'm gonna handle the rest from here. The next thing you're gonna be doing is you're gonna be telling the people, you know, how much care you need and who you want to hire, and that you got reliable aid to help you on your side. All right. So we're gonna stack the deck on these people. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call them. You know what I mean? The first thing I'm gonna say is who's the doctor on the case? Now, I don't know if you know, but they assign a doctor to everybody who submits an application. All right. So they assign a doctor and they assign a financial person. We could call them a social worker. We just gonna call them the financial eligibility person, right? So the doctor that they put to your case, he's going to do the medical determination. All right. Really, it's going to be your doctor. I ain't going to hold no punches on you. I already going to know the people. You know, it ain't going to be no thing. It's going to be real easy. But time is of the essence. See, so this is where most people fail at because, you know, I don't know if you know anybody that works for the state, but excuse me, my nose itching a little bit. But a lot of people that I know work for the state. I ain't going to talk bad about them. You know what I mean? I'm going to just say some of them ain't really, what's the word? They're not really go-getters. They're not really, you know, they ain't really seeking to really help nobody. They doing their job. And, you know, a lot of state workers are overworked and underpaid. I'm going to just throw that out there. You know, that might cut down on your motivation. If you overwork and underpaid, your motivation definitely going to get cut down. So your motion is going to be a little, you know, shorter than the average person. So boom, that's why you got me on your side, because I'm going to call them and I'm going to light the fire up under them and like, yo, just put the application in. We need to get this thing moving forward. I'm trying to get you know, such and such a paid caregiver. You know what I mean? They've been out there taking care of their family members or loved ones for all this time. And we need some help. You know what I mean? And this good help that I'm talking about comes in a financial capacity. How y'all like that? And guess what? Every week when we come on, we're going to try to use some big words. You know what I mean? So financial capacity, capability, however they want to structure it. All we want to do is tell them we need that check. You feel me? So before we go any further, if you need my help, 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we doing that. So I'm going to call them. I'm going to put the pressure on the people. You know, like I said, after your application gets accepted, what they do is they break it down into three pieces. They break it down to the medical. They break it down to the financial, and then they break it down to the interview, because they really want to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? As you come in, man, I need you to go ahead and violate that heart button. You know what I'm saying? You know, just tap it on up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know this the real deal. You know what I mean? If you ever work with me before, you know, say something in the comment, man. If you hate me, put it in the comment, man. If you love me, man, and I helped your family out, your grandma. I just got a lady grandmama check the other day. You know what I'm saying? They love me. They love me over there, yo. Shout out to y'all, man. Word. So this is what I want you to do. Put your info in there so they know we ain't playing. They know we serious, and then the algorithm, you know, keep it going. Now you need the help. You put the application in so far. You called me to let me know that it's in. What I've started doing is I'm calling the people. So right now, I just identified the 3 people that your application is going to get broken down and sent to. Now, that's number 1, the medical staff. Now, what the medical staff is going to do, and I'm just, before I tell you all that, none of this stuff that I'm telling you means that you are or you're not going to get into the long-term program. What it means is this is the actual process. And, you know, I'm trying to tell you how the process goes. Listen, if you got the wild face on because you're seeing KC on the internet right now, that's all you got to do, man. Continue to hit the wild face, continue to hit them hearts, continue to show some love on the scene, you know what I mean? As you come in, man, show the love, man, because we need that. We need that, you know what I mean? And if you're a person on here and you always ask me, yo, how can I tip you to pay you to help me? This is how you do it, man. Hit the like button, man. Hit the heart. See, people I know, they ain't gonna do it. Only the people who I don't know really like treat me well on the internet. The people that I do know, they just be watching me in silence. They like, but I don't know, man. It's just me and you, man. So you know what I mean? Smash the button on them, you know. Okay. After the medical, they do what's called a financial determination. You know what I mean? Now, the financial determination is just what it says. You know what I mean? I know that's one of the big words I told you we're going to use, but guess what that means? Financial, that means finance. They want to know how much money you got. They want to know, are you eligible? You know, Medicaid doesn't per se take care of people that are broke, but they don't take care of a person at a higher threshold income. So if your income is meeting and all your little eyes are dotting up, man, we're gonna get you in the right place. We're gonna put that paycheck in your family's pocket. We're gonna get you a paid caregiver. All right. So once again, financial eligibility, financial determination, the financial worker, what they're going to do is basically they want to know, what's your money looking like? You know what I mean? What's your paper looking like, church? You know what I mean? You got any dough these days? You know what I'm saying? Ain't about nothing. Look, if you're here with me now, hashtag live, hashtag rebroadcast if you're hearing the rebroadcast. If you're here and you watching this, you know, hit that like button, you know, hit them hearts, show the algorithm that we trying to make moves over here and let these people know that, you know, they need that good Medicaid information, they can come here and get it. All right. So a financial worker, aka a social worker in the finance department, will be contacting you and they'll say, this is what I need from you. Give me a bank statement. Now, a lot of people get shook. They be like, oh man, I don't want to let Medicaid know what I'm making. Listen, homeboy, I'm going to tell you a secret. They already know. They already know. You know what I mean? Number one, you probably did some taxes. Or you probably didn't do some taxes because you didn't make any money. You feel me? Or you made some money and you reported it. So they know. Either way, they know. And guess what? If you're in Medicaid and you're trying to get into the LTSS program, they've been new. They've been new what you had in the holster, man. Yo, and I be so I don't want to say annoyed, but you trying to be the best you that you can be. Why are you worried about who knows what? Like, who cares what they know? I don't care what they know. I'm trying to get me right now. I ain't got time to be worried about. It's not, you know, we're not on a runway right now. All I'm trying to do is get me a paid caregiver. You know, I need somebody to come by regularly, and this is how we're going to do it. So if you want it done on a regularly, man, you know, turn over your financial information. You don't even know how many older folk I had to argue with for this. Like, this is so you know, gigantic. Like, you can handle this in a blink of an eye. You know, all you got to do is go onto the app, onto your phone. You go wherever you're doing your banking at. Screenshot the main page of your account. Let the people know. No, here it is. I'm gonna give my stuff straight from the gate. Because listen, KC said I'm gonna get on in 30 days. You know what I mean? I tried it last time. Y'all didn't get me in the program. This time, listen, KC said he gonna get me from the parking lot to the VIP in 30 days. And that's what I'm gonna do. But guess what? You gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta be diligent in your efforts as well. Like, I'm the man, but I ain't a miracle worker. You understand what I'm saying? Now, you know, I'm definitely the man, you know, and this is what I do. You know what I'm saying? But can I help you if you're unwilling to help yourself? Don't really work like that. Don't really work like that. But if you're willing to make the effort, I'm gonna move all the way with you, man. We're gonna be like two kids on field day, running to the goal line with our legs tied together. You know what I'm saying? You remember that? You had your right leg tied to your friend's left leg, and then y'all trying to get down the field. You know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to get down there, three-legged race, man. That's what it's all about, man. Two legs is cool. You know, you can run by yourself. 3 legs gonna get you with a partner, you know what I'm saying? And then you be running with me, and I'm gonna get you straight in. All right. So look, I'm gonna give you the third little piece, you know what I'm saying, that's involved. First piece, what I say, this a quiz. What I say the first piece was medical recommendation. You're right. I know, I heard you. I heard you. Shout out in the comments if you paid attention, man. If you paid attention and you realized that it was the medical piece that was the first piece, put it in the comment, man. Shout out where you watching this from, man. Hashtag your city, hashtag your state. You know what I mean? Give me something to work with. All right. Second piece. What's the second piece called? Open book pop quiz. Maybe not open book because you can't run the video back because we still live. But if you watch this video twice and you in the rebroadcast, don't be afraid to tell the people, you know what I mean, what was the second part. The second part is financial determination. All right. Yo, what up? They got us. They watching us. They texting me right now. Make sure you check me out on the internet, man, because I ain't got no time for you right now. Check me out. I'm on live, man. We on YouTube and we on Facebook right now. All right. So look, the third piece to the application. Well, you really sent the application in, and then the application gets broken down into 3 pieces. So that's when I say application, because I know somebody going to challenge me. Oh, KC, an application is a piece of paper. You already said print it off, scan it back in. I know. Listen, chill. Just chill out. I got you. I'm with you too, baby. What's going on, Mr. Seth? How you doing, man? Seth in the building, man. Give us some likes, man. Give us some hearts, man. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do, man. Let the world know we here, man. We talking that good stuff right now, baby. All right? So the third part, most important part, what's it called? It's called the interview. I forgot to ask you on the open book quiz, but I'm going to ask you tomorrow. Next time I see you, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to say, look, what's the third part? You need to say interview. Now, why would KC think that the interview is such a important part? Like, you know, talk to me, baby. I'm going to tell you what you need to know. Yeah. You're right. But the structure of the talk is the most important. All right. So if you ain't got the structure of the talk, you know what I'm saying? You might don't have the talk, and you know, I don't know what they're gonna give you. If you don't come on point with these people, I don't know what they're gonna give you. And I'm telling you that because this is Medicaid. And guess what? Although the money is for you, and you know, you came out your taxes, and people say, oh man, it's my money. And yeah, but you didn't verbally know how to communicate what you needed, so they didn't give you nothing. And you was too stubborn to call a guy like me. I'm the only guy on the internet talking about helping you get into Medicaid, talking about helping you get into this long-term program. You know what I mean? Talking about giving your family some kind of income and making your household more structured and stable. I'm the only dude talking that right now. If it's another dude on the internet talking that, put his name in the comment, because me and him need to rap. Because listen, I got the best tips on the web, you know what I'm saying, on how to do this thing. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is. Get with me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you what to say in the interview. I don't want to give you everything right now. Plus, we got a lot of busters that's watching us, and I don't get down with everybody, man. I only get down with you. I love 2 types of people. I love the person who wants to see another person get paid, especially if all they got to do is come in here and take care of me. Like, man, look, my door wide open, man. Pop ain't here right now, but if he was, he'd be right here, and I could look at him and listen. If I got 12 caregivers coming in here, as long as they keeping his food on the table, they keeping him dressed, you know what I mean? They keeping his appearance up. They they keeping that food coming, man. You know, Pop on a cheesesteak every Friday, man. You know what I mean? We went out to PF Chang's yesterday. Pop loved that pepper steak, man. You know what I'm saying? He ain't here, but guess what? Boom, when I went to PF Chang's, I still got him something, and the caregiver, you know, took it on over there to him. Now that's what you want. I love that kind of person, and I love the other kind of person who is the actual caregiver, who is the actual person who shows the love to the people. You know what I mean? Shout out to every person who has ever thought about another person. You know what I mean? Because most people, they so into thinking about themselves, they can't even think about nobody else. They can't move forward because all they know is them. You know what I mean? But guess what? They not us. They not us, man. And you know, we're gonna do things a little different. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my homegirl Stacy. I don't know if you watching this or not. I told you chime in so we could get you in on these good questions. You know what I'm saying? I just had to throw you out there because I think you're in the background watching. But that's all good, man. You know what I'm saying? I love you too. You know what I mean? I love the caregiver and I love the person that's getting the care. The caregiver is actually my favorite kind of person because I would rather give than receive. You know what I'm saying? And that's the kind of person that I am, man. And I know it shows, you know what I'm saying, because I done made 500 videos on teaching y'all how to get paid. You know what I mean? So if you don't love how to get paid, man, I don't know. Maybe you're in the wrong spot, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Hit them wild faces, man. Keep it moving. So look, man, I got a lot of things coming for you, man. You know, you, the agency owner, I got some special things coming down the pike for you. You probably want to know how to stay in compliance. You probably need help with your EVV issues. You know, you may need help with your credentialing, your funding. It takes a lot of money to keep a business like this moving, man, because I don't know who this is. This might be some spam work, so we ain't even going to answer that. But it take a lot of money sometimes to keep this thing moving, man, because sometimes even though we're working for the person who has the most money in the country, who I believe is Medicaid. And why do I believe that they have the most money? Because they are the government, and when the government gets short, they print it. You know what I'm saying? Green come from trees. You feel me? So if they holding your money up and you're not getting paid like you supposed to, you know what I mean? Let me know. If this Delaware First Cares Act thing has affected you as an agency, let me know. You know what I mean? I could probably help you out. You know what I mean? If you having problems getting these credit card charges together because your merchant service, your processor is acting funny and you need to get this money up off the table, let me know, because that's what I do. All right. So look, made a little list, you know what I mean? Some things I'm gonna be helping people out with, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be helping them out with their eligibility basics, you know what I mean? What documents to gather up, you know. I'm gonna help you with your financial documents, you know. I'm gonna let you know what's required and basically why that matters. We went over that a little bit, you know. I'm gonna talk Delaware specific walkthrough info, you know what I mean? If you in Delaware, I love you because I can get you in and out 30 days. If you in another state, maybe take 31 days. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? I can get you through. All right. I'm going to tell you how the LTSS process works after the Medicaid approval. Now, a lot of people ask me that. It's not really exciting because, you know, it just happens. The magic happens when you put the application in, and I'm calling these jokers like, you know, ain't no tomorrow. All right. I'm going to give you some real life examples of how you and your clients can navigate through the system. That's you if you're a client, or if you're the agency owner. Can't leave our agency owners out. I love you if you're an agency owner because you dedicated to helping other people. We can already see that. And the last thing, but not the least thing I'm going to do is I'm going to give you some tips for working with your case manager once the case manager gets assigned to you. And guess what? I'm going to do that for the client. I'm going to do that for the caregiver, and I'm going to do that for the agency owner, because y'all don't even know it's a lot of good things that come out of relationships with the agency owner and the case manager, you know, and they all for you. Now, if you got a poop butt agency or a poop butt director, you know, who don't care about nobody but getting their personal paycheck and running off, you know, whatever, I don't know. Hopefully you don't got them, but if you do, you SOL. If you if you want some real people to help you and back you in your corner, you know, I'm the dude for you. You know what I mean? So all I can say is make your next step be your best step, you know. Holler at me, 302-689-3240, 302-689-3240. Oh, excuse me. Thanks for helping. Getting paid is always the goal for sure. No doubt, Mr. Seth, getting paid is always the goal for sure. Because if you ain't getting paid, what is you doing? What is you doing? And then you, as the client, if you can't get your caregiver paid, how do you expect them to show up regularly, responsibly, on time, with a good attitude? I don't know. I don't know what they do out there for no money. It's gonna be rough though, yo. So look, man, I got to go. Catch me, man. We on Pennsylvania Avenue, man. We in the oldest neighborhood in the city of Wilmington, Delaware, man. 1401 Pennsylvania Avenue, man. Come on down, check me out. I love you, man. Gotta go. See you next round. Peace.